great way to finish the season for our team. Really proud of our effort. We came ready to play and follow up a good solid victory last week with another one. It's the way to finish the season. So proud of our guys. We worked through a little adversity during the season without question. That's part of it. It'll be part of it every year. Try to make it as clean as you possibly can, but football's football. You play good teams, and things are going to happen. So our guys hung together, they stuck together, they worked hard. Our coaches continued to work through things, and we had a solid finish today to finally get the Governor's Cup back and represent our university and bring it back to our fans. It was really a great day for us, and we're really happy to get this victory.
Jeff, what does it mean to get that cup back and bring it back to Louisville after 5 years?
Well, it's huge. I mean, I'm fully aware of this rivalry and what it means to the fan base and to the university, and it's two really good programs. And we came ready to play. I thought that our guys wanted it. We worked really hard. We knew the importance of finishing the season. We talked about finishing as strong as we could, and that every game matters. So to come through on the road in a pretty convincing fashion was a really good win.
You physically dominated them, ran the ball for over 350 yards, which is the most they've given up all year. Did you think coming in that you'd be able to run the ball that successfully?
Well, watching them on video, it's a really good defense. And for teams that try to throw the ball out, they're really good. They defend things. They walk out over your slot receivers. In my opinion, you're going to have to run the ball to keep them honest. And a lot of teams that haven't done well try to throw it a little bit. And we wanted to establish the run. We've got good runners. Our quarterback got us in the right plays when we needed to check here and there, and we had huge plays. And when you can take some pressure off the passing game, Corey got hurt, couldn't play the second half, and we've been out a few guys, it really makes the team and things go much better. So just a great rushing attack today. Credit to our running backs, without question. Isaac's tremendous, Duke's a tremendous young running back. Our other guys run hard, but our O-line really works hard. Our tight end's done a great job blocking, so we're really proud of coming out with a rushing total like that for sure.
To be able to get a lead is one thing, but to be able to sustain that in the second half, kind of put them away. I mean, how much of that is a testament to just the growth this team has shown over the years?
Well, I think this team is very mature. We've handled some close losses the right way. It's no fun, but they're going to happen. Everybody, pretty much every year loses games. You got to be able to handle it, bounce back as fast as you can. And I think our guys have worked really hard. I'd love to have some of the close losses back, but at the same time, we won some close games as well. So that happens. You just got to continue to fight through. But to finish the season with two really convincing wins, where all three segments played well, we were much cleaner, really feels rewarding, and it's a really good way to go out.
Jeff, you touched on Isaac. Freshman rushing record, over 1,000 yards. He was the MVP of today's game. What about just him that makes him so good?
Well, he's a special player without question. His future is unbelievably bright. The best thing about him is he works. I mean, the guy's never missed a rep of practice. He runs hard. He never complains. Nothing ever wrong. He just comes to work. And, for a freshman running back to do that is more than impressive. We wanted to start him off slow this year. I didn't want to throw a lot at him. Didn't want to ruin his confidence, picking up blitzes, picking up linebackers and safeties, and protecting the ball and being good in the passing game is not easy. There's a lot of things that go into that. And this guy just continues to shine every week. And it's just impressive to watch, and I'm proud of him. He represents him and his family very well. Just a tremendous young man. Duke Watson's another young running back that, he ran well also. Just runs really hard. He's got a bright future. So two really great young men that worked their butt off all year to get to this point.
See ya. Jeff, your mantra has been to stay aggressive, but how I guess tempting or challenging was it for you? I mean, Tyler had a season low passing attempts. You mentioned wanting to run the ball to keep him honest, but you guys also didn't go for any fourth downs when you had it, goal to goal basically. Was there like a little temptation in there for you to
Well, I tell you what, passing the ball is what we love to do, but at the same time, you want to take what they give you. I think being able to do both when you need to is very important. And when you have a lead and you can work the clock and you can take some pressure off the defense, you don't want to get too pass happy. And we were able to sustain some long drives, and we were able to get some turnovers, and that equals wins. There'll be some games where we're down and the game game's close, we got to air the thing out. I just think you got to be good at both in order to win at the highest level. We'll continue to work to be as good as we can, but to establish a running game like that against a solid defense, very, very proud of our team.
Jeff, your defense has taken some heat this year. You had 5 takeaways today from the defense, and Perrier gets his 3rd touchdown of the year. Can you just talk about the defensive performance and what a year he's had?
Well, Ramon has been outstanding from day one with us. I mean, he just works as well. Wants to win. He's a great teammate. We've moved him around. He's had to play multiple positions. He can play it all. He's always opportunistic in the right place at the right time. Our defense has started to really put the thing together. And I think we just kind of got him in the right position, maybe simplified a few things and made less adjustments. And when they're knowing what they're doing, when the ball's snapped and in position, I think we can make more plays than not. And I just think we got to continue to tweak that and make sure we become as dominant as we can. But it's important. If you want to be a championship team, playing great defense, running the ball, very important. And if you have a passing game and all the extra stuff, it's even better.
Kind of along that same theme, Tamarian McDonald's game. Kentucky looked like they were moving the ball a couple times, and Tamarian, first time, just rips the ball away, and then he makes another great play in the end zone. Just talk about the impact of those 2 plays that he had.
Well, he brings a lot of experience. He transferred to us. He's been a great teammate. He plays really hard. At the beginning, we were rotating safety, so he wasn't playing the entire game. We were trying to keep guys fresh, and then as the season went on, we didn't have many guys to rotate, so he kind of had to play the entire game. But I think he's a guy that can play at the next level. He understands football. He's played a lot of it. He's very smart. And I just think joining the new team isn't always easy. He fit in and gelled right away. He's been a great teammate.
3 more. Tyler.
Yeah, Jeff, talking about the defense, I think it was 20-7 in that 3rd quarter after they scored, and you get that scoop and score. Did you tell the defense anything in those spots where they kind of had to get back out on the field and get a stop to get any momentum?
Well, the main things we talked about was getting lined up and being set, being in position. Even though we had a go route to overhead, we talked about let's not give up any go routes. Let's give them a little cushion on the outside because that's what they're going to do. They're just going to throw it over our head. We talked about tackling, everybody tackling. With your eyes, with your shoulders, with your arms, with your body, not tackling too low, going for the ankles, but tackle solidly and fly and swarm the ball. And I think when you do that, that's when you get extra arms and hands on the ball and you can knock things out. We did a good job of keeping the ball inside, trying not to let it get to the outside much. And then when it gets inside, that's when you get multiple people that can get it and knock it out. And I thought for the most part we did a good job with that.
I know Tyler didn't throw a lot today, but can you talk about kind of his impact this year, being an older guy, coming in, playing more than he ever has before, helping break this rivalry streak? How do you think he'll be remembered, I guess, when all is said and done?
Well, he's a veteran, and he's a great leader, and remembered as somebody who led us to a lot of great victories and did his part very unselfish. We wanted to prove he could last the whole season being healthy, and I think when you put a good running game around him, a solid defense, you don't ask him to throw it every play, you don't ask him to have quarterback runs 10 times a game. You can keep him healthy. That's what he's going to have to do at the next level, and they'll do that for him as well in the same type of system. So I think he fits it well. He understands defenses, gets us in the right plays when we're in something maybe different that needs to be changed. He doesn't do anything silly. He takes care of the football. He can throw the ball accurately. So I just think he's a big-time player that really has run our offense very well, and he's done everything we've asked. That's throw the ball out or that's hand it off. He's been very, very good at both.
Last one.
Jeff, what would you as a team do between now and the bowl game? Obviously, you won't practice for a couple of days. How would you stagger that and do that?
Well, we'll take a little break for it. I know I'm tired. I'm sure our players are. You know what? When you grind through the season and you have some adversity and some things happen, which will happen every year, it wears on you. You gotta fight through it. You gotta work at it. Told the family on Thanksgiving, I'm staying at home. I got work to do. I'll enjoy your company for Christmas, and you know what? That's what you got to do. And it's important that you put in everything you can to win. It means something to you, your players, your coaches. We wanted to win this game. It meant a lot to us. We wanted to put the work in. We want to make sure when the game's over, look in the mirror and say we've done everything we could.
Yeah. Given the success that Isaac has had and the NIL climate, do you expect a bidding war for him?
Well, I think we're positioned very good. He's a great player. He's done a tremendous job. I know he wants to be back, and I definitely foresee him being back, being a great player for us next year for sure.
All right.